عموما يا شباب لا تنسوا اللايك وسبسكرايب ونشترك في كل مكان. وبس.
تركي دعوة.
يلا بس ثواني. طالع من الجيم. فاك دعوة. دون عليه. حط كود وريدي. حط دو وريدي.
هلو.
ريدي دو.
دقيقة.
حط كود وريدي. حط دو.
عمل وين؟
حط شو اسمه ارينا. وليد مجون عليهم. المعلومية اتمنى درس هذه للمعلومية يعني. دودي محمد. بالتوفيق حق ميث كأس العالم.
تركي ما اقدر اسمع صوتك بعيد حيل. تكتب اول صوت المايك.
يا حبيبي طلعت دعاية كذي بالغلط.
ما في اللبس
انا معي اخذ السلاح سريع.
يلا ما شغل سلاح راح اجلدهم. شوف ايش سووا فيني. شو سوي خمهيلي فوق البيت. هو فوق.
جيم طبعا يا شباب كل 5 لايكات راح انزل استور. كل 5 لايكات ترى في استور راح ينزل. يا عيال ندخل سكريمز.
كيف نزل يا اخي؟ والله طلع البث شد آية. كم واحد قطع البث عندك مبين؟
This is the caster desk. This is where some of your favorite human beings like this guy commentate your games. We're gonna go up onto the second level. There's more PCs up here, more players, more lights, more cameras, more Fortnite.
والله بس كلام سنة عادي بس
Of course,
هم.
we've got 50 PCs up the top, 50 PCs down below. And some of your favorite Fortnite content creators, influencers, celebrities will take the stage.
كل تبن.
انا وراها يا العب سكريمز يا طالع البث.
انا بس كلام شوي مرة الجيم بدخل واحد معرف اوكي.
كذا مجموعة ترى ورانا بنلعب سكريمز. كيف منور البث؟
تبون سكريم ستيم ولا لا؟ بدخل
لا
واحد. ايش تبي؟ شنو؟ اسطورة تركي. اسف اقول تركي، المدمر تركي اسف.
لا داعي لا داعي.
رداك ولا طلعت؟
راجل تعال تعال تعال. بوت.
الو تركي.
هلا.
بس وانت لين صوتك بعيد حيل حيل حيل.
سويت البكاكس؟
سويتها من زمان. شريت ذا الركسة بعد.
ايوه
اقول لكم شريته. انت تعرف مكان، شريت البيكاكس اللي كان قاعد نسوي حرب البيكاكسات هذا شريته. نيجي هنا تمام معي شتقن ها. ما في شتقن لا خايس. السلاح ترى نو شيت، هذا نو شيت اللي عندي. واحد راح بس بدي ولا تنسى بمدد. والله يمدي اسطورة. عليه ومجان ترى ما معي شتقن طول الربع.
اللي يحسن من ميت بلادر ميت كم بنك شنو؟
اسمع نروح نسوي لان عندك تبي كوزي انت.
ما في مسكت شيء. خوزيه ما تعرف من خوزيه؟ هذا عمك يا عبد الله.
عندي طلعت RPG. كم كل؟
4.
خذ سلير بلك، انا اشتغل سلير بلك. لا دي لا في دي خلينا نشوف يمكن يطلع سلير. لا ما في شيء. احس صوت ابو كلب. المدينة مو ملوثة، مدينة مو ملوثة حيل. الزون انا معي جلايدر، انت معك شيء؟ لا مفيش اموت بالحياة. ليه ما شريت سلير بنت؟
شاتجن واضح.
شنو؟ شريت شتقون؟
شاتجن.
غبي والله غبي. انت جايلك مشي انا نبي اكس بي. صح سلير بك راح عندي لك سلير، سلير بك راح عندي لك سلير. تعال
انا قلت راح يعطاني شيء يعني مستحيل.
صندوق. في الجون خلنا في الجون. ما احبه عندي ضمجن. كم خلنا هي الحيوان. خليته وين شوت خوي جاني. شنو؟
ميسك
ما اسمع.
ميسك
ايش تعمل قال لك؟
شوف اسمه
يا عادي شو فيها؟ اي واحد مسك اي واحد.
اقسم بالله ذبحني واحد اسمه تي ار بي ميت.
الصغير ولا اي واحد؟ ميسك اي واحد صغير ولا كبير؟ مسك اي واحد ولد. مسك اي واحد صغير ولا كبير؟
الصغير. هو بس بتأكد هو.
تويتي عندك ببجي؟ نلعب ببجي.
Language for applause, so make sure you let her know they're welcome. Kurt being the NFL quarterback as well. They're excited to be out here. We'll be conversing in the sign language there, but following up just after you have Jacob and Connor Ball from the British band Vamps. They look excited to be here and fantastically dressed as well, Paula.
Yeah, and they're just so... They're hyped too.
Laser beam.
شنو؟
البطولة الحين.
Laser beam right
فيها.
بطولة يا حمار، بطولة كأس العالم.
آخر بطولة.
إيه هذه البطولة الحين اللي يبغاها الحين مستمعين.
يمدينا نروح معاهم.
Well, I have to be completely transparent and honest and let everybody know that I have about my strategy is just to, you know, be a good follower and follow my teammate and let him, you know, guide us to victory. Shout out, Laser.
Okay, I like that. Is there another duo that you got your eye on? You're like, look, I'm gonna shut these guys down.
Hey, Marshawn and Ninja is
شفت يقول نينجا يونو أنا.
You're getting squashed, man. Ninja, whatever, dog. It ain't, who else want it?
Wow, lots of words there for the inexperienced Hannibal Burris. We'll see if him and Laser will have a good time. We know they will, but coming up next, following them, we have Liminix and Taven Bryan coming out right there. Taven, again, being a member of the NFL. Again, all of them, thank you so much for coming out right before they get into those training camps and get
هذول لاعبين مو معروفين.
play on the stage. And just behind them with TVNR Frags and JT Brown of the NHL, another veteran as well, was at the Pro-Am last year. Super excited to compete.
يلعبون دو اثنين.
Heavily involved in competitive Fortnite.
And also, let's see if they'll grace us with their presence. It's K-Yoon and Nick Shanholtz, one half of the Lost Kings DJ duo. And of course, K-Yoon, we know him. He is such a strong player in all the competitive Fortnite events. So we'll see if he can, you know, shake it up with the celebrities too.
يا حظهم الله يرزقني معاهم.
Bucky, FPS, and Kenneth Fareed, one of our Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. He will be competing on that stage in New York City, and of course, joined by the fantastic, as always, Kenneth Fareed, another veteran of the stage. I mean, they look so excited to be there, but now coming out, we have another big content creator. Followed by Jimmy O. Yang, the actor, also on Silicon Valley. They look excited to be out here. They're taking the stage right now, Bala.
That they are, and we do have another group who's going to join us right now. It's Vic Star and Martin Star. And again, that star pairing with the British content creator, and then obviously Martin Star is the that we know and love.
You can tell he's getting ready to serve up some mail to all of them. Vic Star has been around from the very beginning, but now coming up, we have One Shot Girl. One Shot Girl, again, being a veteran to the stage and Fortnite in all facets, Paula.
And yesterday she performed so well. I mean, if we actually watched and looked at who got the most eliminations, she would have been up there at the top. But next up is somebody you know. It's Cloaksy and Dylan Francis taking the floor.
Don't Sheila
I promised Cloaksy I would give him a big old
من هذا؟
هذا اللي كان تيفو.
لعيب. يعرف يلعب.
اسطورة، هو اللي فوز تيفو بالبطولة هذه.
And following them up right after, we have Nick A30 and Joey Bosa taking the stage. Nick again.
شوف على اليسار هذا لابس
Yeah, fantastic.
في ترى هذا
Joey Bosa, who
يعرف
is
يلعب
the
حيل.
football defensive
أنا
And then here we are, guys. It's gonna be T-Fu and
تيفو.
تيفو.
يا عمري تيفو. هي. كفو العربي تكفى حط من البنقات تكفى حط من السيرفرات تكفى ابو سراك تكفى الله يخليك تكفى
So let's see if he had any words.
طيب شباب مثل ما قاعد تشوفون
I'm hanging out in the player lounge with Tifu, the legend
هنيك يا
himself, of
تيفو
course. All right,
شوفه نعم
what's the strategy coming into today?
You know, basically, I'm just going to look for Cloaksy and Dylan Francis. I'm going to hunt them down and I'm going to lay them out.
عط هذول كيكات
For charity.
وانا اللي يدر مجموعة
get the
صح؟
dub.
والله انت كيكات
قوم
I mean, some wise words coming out from TPU, regardless of
ابلع
if it's for
الأول.
charity, he wants the win. And
ابلع
one other
الثاني.
thing, we've heard that a lot
يلا
of
شوفهم
people
يدشون.
have been talking some smack on Xavier, said he couldn't clutch up yesterday when he had Aiden Kayun with him. I mean, let's take a listen in.
والله حرام امس لعب مع تيفو اليوم انا ما اقدر اليوم ما كان يقدر يلعب معاه
اتذكر لما امس لعبنا وياه سكواد ولعبنا وياه سكريم لما جلدناه
ايه جلدناه 24 ساعة بكاك
Yo, listen, Xavier Woods. I know you're stronger than me. I know you're bigger than me, but it doesn't matter. Because
لكن نفسك اسطورة ترى
for you
فزنا
in the
لك
game,
سوا
and you're gonna get laid out, just like everybody else.
سوح
Better
جاي
watch
هاي
out, buddy.
Xavier Woods, you may be bigger than me.
راح
Taller than
تجلدينهم
me,
ها
but I'm pretty scrappy. And I'm gonna mess you up.
شوف هذا عرسه
ايه هذا اللي
Maybe a
ينيجي
little bit stronger than me and my friend Jay, but I think the two of us, you could probably, you know, wombo combo you, so you better watch out, all right? Watch out.
نينجا
نينجا
I got you for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of playtime.
سنجلدهم جميعا تركي دار انا وياك نروح
ايه الحين اقوى عرض حق نينجا
Superstar Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed, aka
ودنا نروح ودقنا نتابعهم
New Day.
ايوه
And I proudly present to you my partner, a man who has
مسرحية.
traveled over 18 million miles to be here from the Netherlands. He is the first Dutch athlete to participate in the Fortnite Pro-Am tournament. I give to you
تكفى الطفل العربية تكفى
Now, as you fine people here in attendance just saw, every team is talking trash about us, and that is because they know exactly what we know. And that is that we are the best team here in this
تعرف شو
tournament.
يقول ولا
I
لا
don't care. We don't care whether you're Marshawn Lynch and Ninja. We don't care whether you're Chris Danker and Chris Thompson. Because one thing will reign supreme at the end of the night. We will be standing tall as your Fortnite Pro-Am champions. And that is because we are the Unicorn King.
اللي قاعد الدلوعة
ايه
شو
Wow, that is just absolutely incredible. If there is one thing that you
هنيكم والله
it is how to make an entrance. Can we get one more round of applause? That WWE style entrance from Xavier Woods and Royalistic.
داخلين
They're
مصارعة
gonna look to
هذول.
take home that
ايه والله بغيت مصارعة
after an entrance like that. But we're not done yet. Let's
وانا
get
مصور
into the
تلتت
back half.
قدامنا
Teams with FPX Sad and Matt Judah, the
دجاجة
football player.
ايه دجاجة
They look so excited.
دجاجة من هذول
They got the tender defender leading him out. I mean, wow.
And FPX Sad came all the way from China to play here today in the Pro-Am, so we're excited to see him play. But up next, it's Cypher PK and Reggie Jackson.
هذا عرفه اللي على اليسار
Cypher PK, I mean, we
ايه
know him, we saw him
PK.
yesterday, we know his educational commentaries, and we see him in the
شنو بيكي احمر ولا لا بيكي
والله يقولون له
لا
بيكي
Duo definitely the
ده يحز لا مو بيكي لا تصدقني مو بيكي بيكي عارفه عيونه زرقاء عيونه خضر
هذا يشبه بيكي بس
and following up, we got True Triz.
هذا عارف اليمين والله عارف اليمين لابس بلوز
جلال
بيضة
ما ادري شنو اسمه وينه
Actually talked with True Triz right before this. He was pumped up, ready to go. Wants to get
تخيل ولدي تخيل ولدي متعب
shooter veteran. Fear itself, followed by Blake Martinez. And I mean, Bala, they look excited.
They do, there they come, right through. And you can see fear is up. I mean, he doesn't have any fear going up against all these people. I mean, there's
شيء معضل ها؟
100 of them, but
شيء
you
معضل.
show them guns.
بس شيء معضل ها؟ قد فقا وجهك يا صوح.
Trying to flex on him, Blake, of course, being the NFL player, but now the last one of this group, we have Aiden and Robert.
اوه عرفه لابس اسود.
You can see
ايه دي قلبهم ها؟
to pickaxe the world. They're gonna look to take it on ball.
دي قلبهم هذا صح؟
So good. Aiden,
لا انا
the
ما
only
لا.
controller player
دي قلبهم.
qualified for the dual portion
هذا
of
بعد
the
كيك.
Fortnite World Cup. Let's hear what he
خله
has to say.
يشتغل ما يسمعنا خله.
I'm up in the player lounge with Rob and Aiden. All right, guys. What is going to be the strategy?
حط رجوع عندنا بدري.
We're going to be
أنت حط قاعد تابع.
go after people, put the pressure on. We don't think people have good communications, and we're just going to go after them right from the get-go.
For sure, we're going to be straightforward about it. That's the play. We're going to play aggressive. We're winning this today.
يقول تعالوا الميدان اوريكم اللعب يقول.
It's on your radar. You're like, I want to eliminate this other duo. What's that duo?
The man right behind us, Lupo.
اتوقع يلعبون دو صح؟ دو ضد دو صح؟
That was the exact same thing I was going to say. They played together before. They're going to be pretty good. They're going down.
That's it. They've got it all worked out. Back to you guys.
Well, there you have it. They got the chemistry already worked
شنو
out.
هذا؟
You know the plans, they sound familiar.
ضرب.
I mean, Aiden is known for getting aggressive and
Dusty.
getting in people's faces.
نروح نلعب جيم طبعا.
Onto the floor right now. It's Samara Redway and Marisha Gray.
جود الله مو الثاني.
Producer, they look so excited in the soccer skin mug.
Yes.
Best outfit so far. Absolutely. Look at that. They're excited to be here. They're on brand. I mean, just this is brilliant. Samara Redway has been on the stage before, but following them, we have the French legend Gotaga and then Jordan Jones. And look at them. They look excited to be here, Balla.
Yeah, they got the matching orange jerseys there. And of course, Jordan Jones, the actress, singer, and dancer. She's multi-talented, paired up with Gotaga. But
يا ولد خلنا لاعبين لو كذا ما يجيبونا بس هم بس.
right now, and look at that chemistry. I mean,
شوف داشة ساكرة.
That's the kind of chemistry you want. Cray taking the stage there. One of the famous DJs and producer, but following them out.
شلون تلعب هذا؟
And Liam
ما ادري لا تسألني لا تسألني. شوف ثاني شوف لابس ازرق شوفه.
أول مرة يدخل.
saying what's up.
Haystan obviously makes tons of comedic Fortnite content. And then, of course, Airwax and RL Grime. Airwax, one of those people who qualified
خلاص شاب التيف ولا لابس ازرق.
New York. We're going to chance
قلبي لابس بالهذا.
the program with RL Grime. So we're going to hear what they had to say before the games. What is it going to be?
What's the strategy coming in for today?
We're going to play aggro and kill everyone. Like, really. I think Grime is amateur.
Is there another duo maybe you're looking out for? Maybe someone that you're scared of? Or you're like, we're the best?
I'm pretty sure we're the best.
Well, I mean, he knows that everybody is thinking it because of how well they're performing in the World Cup and, you know, in competitions all around.
صارت اتوقع ما نفوز. اتوقع تيفو.
5 to go. We have Wildcat and Janina Gavenker.
Right
Wildcat was part of that group with Laser, who was doing all the crazy things, but of course Janina Gavenker is an actress from all of the shows that we know. So many, honestly, it's so impossible to name them all.
Yes, she's been on the back, voice actress on all that, but another titanic pair. It is Nick Mertz and Kyle Van Noy. I mean, just listen to the crowd. Nick, the veteran from absolutely everything. Kyle, the NFL player who has just run over so many offensive members, but now we have Akau and Chandler.
عارف اللابس تراتشي شعره اصفر.
As well as in The Walking Dead, they look excited to be here. And I mean,
وشعره اصفر اسطوري الفنان.
He had some of the best sword movement along
فنان.
with Jordan Fisher. I mean, it was impressive to watch. But up next, we do have Scarlett and Ellie joining us from all the way from Japan.
حمار.
It's one of those World Cup qualifiers as
لا لا
well,
لا
joined by
مو
Ellie, the Japanese pop dancer and rapper, and you know, multi-talented
نيمار
as well.
يشبه نيمار.
And I mean, just look at the swag on Ellie. He is dressed to the nines, but somebody else who knows a whole lot about that. You got Symphony.
تعرف ابو لحية فنان.
لا
لا انا ابو لحية ابو لحية فنان والله. شوف اللحية.
Let's hear what he had to say leading into the competition.
Have you been teaching Jordan how to edit?
All right, so to be honest, he's never played a single game of Fortnite ever. So, you know, we're going to see what happens. I'm kind of nervous, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
I'm going to be terrible. He's going to hold the whole thing up. We're going to talk about...
قول كم بنج تكفى بيسألك قول كم تلعب بنج؟
شو يا وسكي؟
اي والله انت ضرب واجد.
اول ما دخل على طول وسكي.
ايش شفت اللعبة؟ شفتها؟
Rolling out the pairs, we have Bell and Reina Washio coming out there. Bell being the second half of that Japanese duo who was able to qualify the Crazy Raccoon players.
فاهي صيني شكله فاهي.
Reina is a Japanese singer as well. She's actually part of 2 groups at the same time, so that's amazing.
Yes, being the soccer player there, Power, of course, been around the scene from the very beginning. Excited to be over here. The Italian player is pumped. Now we have Koa and Dohain.
لعيبة أول مرة أشوفهم.
إيه مننا.
They are got all the content going on the competitive shooter player.
كلهم صينيين يابانيين.
يقول طارق راح اجيب الجيم.
كلهم يابانيين مدري صينيين.
ايه كم بنقوم صفر.
We have Valkyrie and Justin Jones.
And earlier on, you said,
يا ويلي ويلا يا ويلي ويلا.
I mean, she's gonna put it out all on the floor today, and of course, Justin Jones, the pro football player and defensive tackle, and that's gonna be a good pair. I mean, you gotta have all of it together. And let's see though if Valkyrie did have it together. We heard her words earlier. Let's see what else she has to say.
I know you're from California. Do you feel like you got that hometown advantage?
Kinda. It's nice because I didn't have to fly into town for this, so I'm not jet lagged or anything. I got to sleep in, just drove over, and yeah, a little bit of advantage.
There you guys see, nerves of steel. She is ready to come out there and knock it out. So you're not nervous, are you?
Wait, is it obvious? I'm a little bit nervous. I just don't want to insta-die.
Well, that seems like a valiant goal, but I know you got to welcome to the floor, so let's welcome OCMZ and Mo Kareem.
awesome.
عربي. awesome عربي. awesome. كله باركو.
awesome.
كله باركو.
جابه سوا.
جابه. سوا.
Oh, look at that.
awesome.
جاب اقسم بالله توني طالع مقطع. توني الحين طالع. خير البطل.
awesome زبط.
ايه هذي شفته.
awesome استوى قاعد.
توني طالعه. توني طالع awesome زين والله توني
هذا اللي صار.
هذا ايه فنان شفته سوى مع صغير بعد مقطع مع صغير. هذا صار لاعب عربي صار لاعب انجليزي. ما اقول لك يلا مشينا 1v1 هو فاز. قال يسار.
One half of Jay and Silent Bob and one half of the Girthquake. You can see them. They're excited. Talking all the trash beforehand. He's ready to go. Also, happy first Father's Day, Tim. Can we get a round of applause to that? There you go. But now, the other half of the Girthquake. You got
كل واحد البي سي ماله يختار سكنها. كلها موجودة. يا الحين كل واحد على البي سي ماله.
So beyond excited, walking out, got all the whoa, Bala, what is that? What? You see that right now?
What does that say?
Courage is a bot? Alright, hey, first of all, for all the Fortnite fam who is in the house, we are all about spreading
تلك الحين كل واحد على البي سي ماله يختار اي سكن يبيه يجيبه صح؟
a bond. He won the creative showdown yesterday. They had a
شوف داش كريتيف قاعد يحمي.
Let's catch up and see what Courage had to say going into the competition today.
All right, I'm hanging out with Courage JD, Mr. Parmesan himself. Courage, after your huge win yesterday, the Llama Record Company, you've got an edge. But what's the strategy coming into today?
We're gonna do what we
ترى
practiced.
اللي
Brendan
صار
and I
ترى
hopped into
مذيع
the arena
فورت
for
نايت
like
بس
6
مش
hours a
عارف.
couple weeks ago, and we just fried the whole day. We know we were gonna land. We know what we need to do to win. I've been casting competitive Fortnite the last 10 weeks. I'm as prepared as anyone else here. We're getting the dub.
I mean, big words coming out there from Courage. He seems prepared. Let's get into our final duo pairings to walk out. We have
دمي قال بس حق اللعيبة نجاب السواح.
Send them on out. Wax Motif,
شكله يعرف يلا.
Australian-based DJ
لا والله سواح.
They look so excited to be there. Just throwing it out, and they are fantastically well dressed as well.
What is that's beautiful. But regardless, we do have to move on into the next duo. It's going to be Marky Locuras and Whit Lowry. Marky, one of those Spanish content creators. So well, I love watching his content.
What a sweat day, Marky, and Whit, of course, was here last year as well. No stranger to the Pro-Am stage, but just behind them, you have Patriota and Kyla Drew. We see them coming out there, the actress, and then Patriota had a fantastic performance yesterday during the Creative Showdown. They look great. And also, Kyla, your hair is fantastic. That is great. Whoever does your braids, shout out to them. Very power in the Brazilian soccer player, Douglas Costa.
Blake's power, I mean, we know his content. He's awesome. And then, of course, the Brazilian soccer player, it's Douglas Costa. We got one more duo to welcome to the floor. It's going to be Folagor and Bruce Brown.
Big round of applause there for the final duo. Bruce Brown, again, being that basketball player in the NBA, trying to take out to the stage, rounding it out. And that is it for the walkout. You have the duos. Let's hear what our final duo had to say before taking the stage.
I'm hanging out with Bruce Brown from the Pistons. Bruce Brown, first off, how you feeling, my man?
I'm feeling great. I'm coming in. I'm ready to play. I've been practicing, so we'll see what I'm doing tonight.
Okay, all right. What's your strategy going into the Pro-Am?
See, I'm going to land somewhere real calm first, and then I'm going to go to the action and see what everybody's doing. But I can't land in the field with everybody here. They're too good.
Okay. Is there another duo out there that you got your eyes on? You're like, I want to stomp these guys out. Who is it?
I'm coming for Reggie Jackson. Be ready, Reggie Jackson. I'm coming for you.
Wow. Wow, just straight for it. No hesitation whatsoever. Reggie, you got a target on your back. But again, don't forget, it's Sunday. It's Father's Day. We're at the Fortnite Summer Block Party, and it's all about positivity. Have a positive message. Be here to support.
لايكم شاب اسطوري. هاي
والله الايتم شوب خايس.
ترى هذا الصيني ترى حل نادر.
والله مو نادر، لا مو نادر.
كم شحن وصلتي؟ ورني. ما في شحن حط.
Good time. And it's about the friendly rivalries that come through. Courage and Jordan were able to take the W home. Now today they'll be competing against each other, and that's
هذا الحين اللي قاعد يسوونه بس هذا الحين.
You're keeping your eye on.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking at Symphony as his duo partner because Symphony has some of the fastest edits.
Hello,
He's going to be on one of these big stages. He's used to staying in his room.
He is used to playing there, but, you know, I'm really interested to see what happens with the Laser Beam and the Hannibal Buress team. Not in terms of necessarily coming out on top, but what they opt to go for. Laser Beam last year had a lot of fun going with a lot of antics in terms of the matches, and with 4 matches to play, what you go for could be a little ridiculous. Maybe they set up a trick shot, maybe they end up throwing up a building, but right now we're gonna throw it all the way up top to Pookie Face, who has an interview for us.
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am up here on the top deck. I have a whole row of duos crowd. Look at who I have right here. It's Laser Beam and Hannibal Buress. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing excellent. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. I'm glad to see that you are sporting your onesie again. How does it feel?
Yeah, I was wearing this yesterday. It's very sweaty and stinky now, but I'm rocking it again, so feeling good.
Hopefully everything will stay contained within there, and you're not going to have to put up with smelling him too much today. I just wanted to stop by, say best of luck to the two of you. I'm going to keep on going. Here I have an elf. I thought that you were one of our cosplayers, but you are not. Who are you?
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Lachlan here. I'm here as codename Lockie, but I don't have my hat on right now. Here with Cody Walker, and we played a couple games a couple days ago. It's going to be pretty interesting. Looking to hopefully make late game in at least one of these, and yeah, it's going to be good.
Perfect, thank you. And how are you feeling going into today's game?
Oh, I'm stoked. We're just going to have some fun
Oh,
and
Turkey.
raise as much money as we can for charity. It's going to be great.
That's an excellent way to approach it. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to make my way down here a little bit further. So we have Loser Fruit and we have Joel McHale. Joel, it's my understanding you're a bit of a funny guy, right?
I can't hear you.
You're a bit of a funny guy.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. Not when you watch me play. It will be the saddest Fortnite game you've ever seen. I'm going to be Loser Fruit's decoy. I will just go into places and then she'll see who's shooting at me, and I will run. If I can make my character cry, that would be great.
Well, hopefully you'll make everyone in the crowd laugh and have a great time. And Loser Fruit, you are no amateur here at the Pro-Am. You've done this before. What are you going to bring into today's games to further you and your partner along?
Well, I feel like everyone's nervous here, so I feel like we can do it. We'll just shoot at people, and it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Excellent strategy. Thank you so much, all of you. Crowd, you saw it here first. We have all of our players ready up here. Sundown, right back to you.
Thank you so much, Pookie. And Joel, you know, happy Father's Day to you, because I remember you played in the Pro-Am last year, and I'm pretty sure you lasted longer than Ninja, and that's what your son said. So, I mean, you got it. You don't have to rely on Loser Fruit for everything.
He'll be able to play himself, and like you said, not a stranger to the stage, was here last year, had his whole family up there as well, so happy Father's Day. But now we have a little bit of a special surprise for you guys. We're going to throw it to a world premiere Fortnite interstitial. Now, interstitial, that's a fancy word. You can check it out for yourself and take a look right now.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Wow, absolutely incredible right there. Nice to see the animation. And just one thing I want to throw out there, Flare Gun OP. Apparently it just took down 99 other players in the lobby. If you can take the battle bus out, that's impressive right there, Ball. And I mean, just the animation on that was really cool. I was a fan.
I love those little short film type of things where it's a little bit of fun and comedy, and you know, we get to know the characters of the island of Fortnite.
Well, that's the thing that kind of struck out to me, because it's the first time you've ever really heard like Jonesy kind of talk or express himself in that instance, and it's just like, oh, you can sense the desperation, and then just the little bit of a shame as he sees it all go. The victory royale pops up, probably the most bittersweet victory royale you could ever possibly go through, when it's all about ending up to be the last person left. A desert island isn't always the situation you want to be in, but somebody who's no stranger to being the last person left is Tfue, who is up top with an interview with Kitty. Kitty, can you hear me?
Cloaksy right behind us. You guys are close as friends, close to play, but today he's going to be your opponent. Are you
that was strange you brought that up. Yeah, I'm basically just going to hunt Cloaksy and Dylan Francis down the whole time. I'm just going to figure out where they're at and then just W key right into their box, and it's going to be a pretty interesting experience.
Oh, there's a bit of a rivalry already. I know you guys got the duo qualifiers coming up this weekend. Now that you've seen the stage, what do you think of everything?
I haven't seen the stage from like the outside, but from inside here, it's pretty incredible. I think they did a great job, and I'm excited to play and see how it goes.
So, any last words for your opponents today? Maybe a back-to-back Pro-Am win?
Use code KittyPlays.
There you go. Thank you so much. We're sending it right back down to Sundown.
Thank you so much, Kitty. I mean, hats off to you, Tfue. It's hard to make her speechless, but did it right there. No strangers to the plug. But, I mean, you can tell having a little bit of fun there, telling Cloaksy and Dylan, it's like, hey, if I see you guys at all, I am flying, and I'm not going to let you go. You know what, one thing, I want to ask the crowd right now, who do you think would win in a 1v1? Do you think it'd be Tfue, or do you think it'd be Cloaksy? Let me hear it for Cloaksy. Okay, well, what about Tfue? You think Tfue would win? Paulo, that sounds pretty definitive.
That definitely sounds definitive. I mean, that's awesome. Tfue is gonna be hunting Cloaksy. That's gonna be interesting.
Now, the real question is, what do you do in that situation? If you're Cloaksy, do you just completely go pick somewhere else? You know, him and Dylan have played before. They're able to find different opportunities, different strategies. I think they'll be successful, but I mean, I'm about ready, Paulo. Are you ready?
I am so ready, Sundown.
All right, hey, crowd, are you guys ready? Okay, that was pretty good. Are you guys ready? All right, that's a lot better. That's enough of the pre-show. That's it for me and Balla for now. We're gonna throw it on over the stage to Golden Boy.
كانت بعطي نفسك ميوت.
Golden Boy, take it away.
What's going on, LA? Yeah, you're looking good today. All right, everyone, I'm Golden Boy. You may have heard me commentate the action yesterday for our creative showdown, but today we're going to kick it old school. We're going to do it right in the island. We're going to have a good time playing some duos, and I know all of you are very excited to get into the action today. So I have a question for you all. Let's see here. I want to get like a little temperature check with the crowd. All right, who do you guys think is going to win? Do you think that it's going to be Marshawn Lynch and Ninja? Okay. Well, what about Josh Hart and Tfue? Oh, man. All right. Seems like the crowd is geared up. Seems like you're all ready to go. It is now time to kick things off. So, are you ready? That's what I like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2019 Fortnite Pro-Am, and it starts right now. Incredible stuff. Once again, huge shout out to our in-house DJ Mike Realm for killing it all weekend long. This is the talent team that is going to be bringing you all of the action today. Interviews, breakdowns, you name it. And today, we're going to be playing for $3 million for charity, folks. That's a lot of cash, all for a good cause, and it is going to be an incredible time. But there are two people who are noticeably absent. That's right, that's right. Let's send it over to your commentators. It's going to be Zeke and Monster. Take it away, gentlemen.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Man, that was so weak, Monster. Should we try again?
Try it again.
What's up, Fortnite fam? That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back to the summer block party. You got Zeke, you got Monster D-Face here. We're back for the Pro-Am. We're back to Battle Royale.
That's right, we are here again with the Pro-Am, and man, I heard a lot of hype for Tfue, but not enough hype for Ewok, because I want her to represent for the ladies out here today. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the format so you guys understand how these guys are going to be competing here at the Pro-Am. So, we have placement points, Zeke.
That's right, top 15 is going to net you 3 points, the top 10 is 5, top 5 is 7, and that Victory Royale is, of course, those 10 points. And don't forget, guys, every single elimination is a point. We talked about that insane prize pool, $3 million. And what's awesome is that everyone is going to take a little bit of that home.
Yeah, so it's not just first place. Yes, you will get a meal for first place, but guys, look at that second, third, fourth, fifth. That is a lot of prizing there that's going to be dished out just across the board. So, you know, honestly, just for coming out, participating, taking time to put into this show today, this tournament, they're all going to be able to contribute to a great cause.
That's right. That is split 2 ways. Don't forget. It's really cool. You know, you're going to get to come hang out with your peers, stomp them out. I mean, play for charity. You know, it's going to be a really good time. We've got 4 games lined up. I mean, I feel like, are you guys, like, pretty hyped for this? Like, I don't know. Are you guys?
Yes, they are, Zeke. Yes, they are.
Now, guys, I was hanging out in the player lounge, okay? And I don't know, you were pretty close. I think you heard. There was a little bit of trash talk happening.
There was a whole lot of that.
Classic Chicken Parmesan here was trying to go head-to-head with Dr. Lupo. I think you guys just want to take a listen to this. Just listen.
Dr. Lupo, your AARP card won't help you here, old man. Guess what? It's Father's Day. I don't care. My gift to you, as the dad that you are, is a Q. Okay, I'm sending you back to the Q, bro. Literally, you stand no chance. Guess what? This isn't a singing and dancing
الحين شيك
competition.
تحرق انا قاعد طالع البطولة.
Partner is going to help you here. When you put 2 average players together,
أنا قاعد طالع البطولة.
one god-tier player in me. My thickness is so incredible that you shiver when you see me in person. Guess what, Ben? You might be a couple inches taller than me. I'm 6'5", you're 6'7", but today I'm going to make you look like a little boy on the battlefield. Hop on the battle bus, Dr. Lupo. I know I take
أنت قاعدين تعرف أنا قاعد طالع البطولة
but
شاهين.
I don't even care. You can sit on the floor, boy.
ما بطلع البطولة.
Courage JD looks like poorly
بطولة
animated
في واحد كويتي مشارك. والله ما شو يسمونه مو أوزوكس يسمون هذا.
Sometimes things
مو
that
أوزوكس.
was pretty savage, honestly. Like,
لا
I was
سوا.
like, dang,
اللي
that's a
كله
lot of
بيسوي
mad
باركور.
courage. And then Dr. Lupo just hit him with the one.
Dude, that
wasn't
was
ready for that.
That was heated, and you know, not
شفتك
only that,
بعطيك
and
كميوت
credit to
أنا
Lupo, man, he's
بشوف
one of the
البطولة ما
wittiest people that I know. That is not the guy you want to go kind of toe-to-toe in a little joking.
أو
frenzy.
شوفهم معي.
I mean, listen, Courage AD is pretty wide. He's a pretty thick boy, so Lupo needs to be careful. Now, they've got 2 fearsome competitors. Got Jordan Fisher on one end and Brennan Urie on the other. Both very, very good at Fortnite. Now, you know, I feel like it's probably only fitting that we hear from them. 'Cause I mean, like, that was pretty good, right, guys? Like, I mean, in a fight, I want to hear, we'll do this kind of what Sundown did. And in a fight, who wins? Dr. Lupo and Courage, right? So let's first hear from, do you think Courage JD would win?
نينجا تشوفه ايه تشوف نينجا هي شوفه ابث المجموعة وادخل كراي بدور ديكسار
hear from them firsthand after that audience reaction.
Oh my goodness, Zeke. I am down here on the floor with these 2 teams, and tensions are high. I can definitely tell you that much. Now, Whether you call it beef, whether you call it chicken parmesan is really up to you to decide. But you know what? There's been kind of some animosity between these two. Lupo, why don't you weigh on that for me?
Listen, it's not my fault that Courage JD ate all the chicken parmesan before the crowd could have any, okay? Just saying. That's all.
All right. And Courage, how do you retaliate against that? You know, there were some signs in the crowd earlier. How do you respond?
Listen, I'll let my facts speak for themselves, okay? $366,000+ raised for charity in the two events here. Top 120 Fortnite earner of all time. Better of the two casters between me and Lupo, just ask Epic. And I got the better looking, better singer and dancer of a partner in Brendan Urie. Sorry, Jordan, you're good. But we got high hopes for a living brother, and guess what? We're about to show you what's up on the battle bus, boy.
You just pulled out that Panic at the Disco reference. I do like it. Now, you know, I just got word that there's a picture that we need to show you.
Picture? A picture? What is it? What is it?
Like that, Brendan?
We don't need that. They are simply put a pro and an am. Yeah. This man has the looks of Shawn Mendes and the voice of Ariana Grande. We're going to win this thing.
Hey.
And the body of a pumpkin.
Okay.
All right, you know what, Jordan, last thoughts. What do you got to say to these guys?
I have many. Truly, at the end of the day, I'm just hoping sitting so close to Jack, his gravitational pull doesn't pull me away from my keyboard and my mouse. But I think even so, at the end of the day, the cohesion, I mean, you saw it in the picture, right? The cohesion, the practice that we got together on stream this morning. It's a shame. I wonder how long it's been since you guys have played together. But, you know, we're really looking forward to the day. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's for charity. And thank you, Epic, for having us. Appreciate it. BestFortniteDuoEver.com. Thank you so much.
I could not have said it better myself. Thank you, boys, so much. Hopefully we can get everyone settled down. Zeke, back to you.
Oh my gosh. It is just going on here, Zeke.
I am absolutely devastated. That has happened to me all too many times. Before Night Fam, we know what you're here for, and that is Pro-Am games. Are you guys excited for some games? That is what I'm talking about. The players are boarding the battle bus right now, and we're about to kick things off. We're about to have some of the craziest Fortnite games you have ever seen. You can see everyone getting ready, getting hyped, and getting in the zone. Look at this on the islands, of course. In typical fashion, you know, you hop in the island, you find the biggest group of people, and you emote.
Yeah, you know, I'm always down for a little conga line in the pre-game lobby, but
and in real life,
it's all happening right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into our game one very shortly here, Zeke.
Oh my gosh! All right, well, what's a duo you're looking for? Actually, Monster, I'm gonna tell you what. Hold that thought for just a moment, because Fortnite fam, the countdown has begun. Let's hear you. Let's go! The first match of the Summer Block Party Pro-Am is beginning right now.
This is it. These final moments we've all been waiting for. Just a little look at all the players kind of loading in there. And this is the lovely news shot, right? You get to see the camera, the map, the land-ins. Who will go down first, Zeke?
Well, you know, I think we've had at this point 9 weeks of open qualifiers. Everybody's ready to just take a step back, have some fun. We see Tifu there a moment. Josh Hart.
Block with Josh Hart, and I don't know. I see the map. There's some players there as well.
There's someone else. You've got Ninja and Marshawn there. They're going to Lazy Lagoon. Looks like potentially uncontested as well. Valkyrie and Justin Jones. Looks like they might be hitting fatal, and there is so many people there.
Everyone's touching down here, and most of these points of interest, these views we're seeing, there's players all over the place.
We've got eliminations coming in. Cypher BK finds first elimination of the game over onto JT Brown. Nick A30 popping it up. Laser beam. Joey Bosa as well. There is eliminations happening left and right.
This wouldn't be a Pro-Am if it wasn't some good old action, and this is what we tune in here for, guys, because it is popping off. But first up here, Hannibal's touchdown just outside of the Mega Mall.
So, as you saw that in that pre-interview, Hannibal has said collectively he's had 15.
The map there. Looked like he lost this duo for a second, but it's okay. Hopping over to Valkyrie here, who's doing a nice job canvassing the outside. Justin Jones sticking nice and close. You don't want to split up here. You will get punished for, you know, wandering off on your own, I should say.
That's right, and that's pretty good, right? Especially if you haven't had time to build up that chemistry. Just keep your partner close, communicate. That is the key. Look at the loadouts, though. Now, you know what's weird, Monsters? I feel like we've been, you know, the open qualifiers have been hopping in circle 4, 5, and 6 and beyond, and now we're going back to the beginning, back to roots.
Love some good old nostalgic early game action, because this is, or these are the, you know, kind of tidal waves that you get here in Fortnite, the low tides, the high tides, and it all comes down to every single interaction. Here's Tfue, guys, already has an elimination.
I believe that was over on Kray's partner as well, because we saw her there for just a moment.
Yep, and she's hidden somewhere in the block, not making a sound here. This is not the person you want to go against.
Oh, man. Take a look at the first storm circle there. On that top right half of the map, looks like Tfue's going to be pretty close there. Doesn't have to go too far. But everyone else, people down by Frosty, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing, they're going to have to start making that move. Over to Action Jackson and Demarius. They've already got an elimination, but Action Jackson is on 16 HP right now.
He's in a rough spot, and there's someone pushing with the baller, so he's got to be careful. Left the sidewall open, gets taken down there. Dylan Francis.
It's Cloak and Dylan Francis. Look at this. Dylan Francis is playing decoy. He's rolling up in the baller, saying, look at me. I'm Dylan Francis. I'm going to drop some hot tunes on you. And Cloaksy's like, look, pop your head for just one moment. You're going to get popped. And that's exactly what happens.
There's more players here. You saw Demarius just underneath as well. And Dylan Francis doesn't quite know what to do. You saw a little tick right there from the storm flip. But you know what? I think they're just going to count as a small victory. This Cloak is just moving around here.
Wildcat's very close by as well. You got to think he saw that storm flip go off. Look at this. Demarius is like, look, just going to play this really slow. Don't build anything. Just use that natural house cover. Just crouch down. Keep the footprint here to a minute.
Listen, in his poor mind, he's like, Action, they brought you here to come help me.
Being in a similar situation there, Janina has been knocked out, and so Wildcat's got to figure out what he's going to do. This would have been huge for Demarius if he had gotten to that baller, but Wildcat already on and looking to make those rotations. And don't forget, if he picked up the card, he could potentially go for the revive, the revive over on Janina.
Yeah, good call, and you already saw him kind of pushing up towards the polar peak to make that happen. And oh man, I talk about wanted to see Ewok be successful, but no! Aiden just came out and shut that entire dream down. Aiden making quick work of Kurt Ben Kurt and Ewok.
Aiden, I cannot believe you did that. Ewok taught you how to sign Ghost, and this is how you repay her? I'm so disappointed. Don't forget, Aiden is also a World Cup final qualifier, so he's looking to represent huge. But overall, to Joey Bosa and Nick 830. I think you guys think Nick 830 is pretty cool, right?
Nick 830 is great.
Losing on there.
Here it is, talking about my boy Nick, man. He's got some shots there. That player does not have any shield. He's on 3 eliminations. Look at the aggression. Doesn't even care to pop these minis right now.
The
and he gets punished. So, down sight from Lemonix.
Now, this is where things get a little difficult, right? Because they're going to start applying pressure. Joey's got to get their very fast builds coming out of Joey. I like this. Now, the question is, do Lemonix and his dual partner, Brian, do they try to get aggressive? You think they're just going to let this revive happen?
I don't think there's much they can do. They're trying to push towards him, but Jimmy's down in the field, so there's something already going on there. Yeah, and that's a heavy sniper. They got to get out of there ASAP. This is not the fight that they want. This is a fresh duo. It's 200 shield as well, or 100 shield and 100 health. They are very, very tanked up right now.
They do not want any of this action, but look, Lemonix, he is hungry. He's like, look, I want the charity money. If he had gone for that shot and landed, it would have been huge. More shots, but nothing has connected. Jarvis finds himself in elimination, and we're still at 38 duo sponsor. Don't forget, top 15 is that initial threshold for points. We've still got a long way to go.
You know what? I'll tell you this, I'm surprised. There are 71 players still alive right now.
Yeah.
As much action as you saw just kind of unfold and pop off at the start, dude, I didn't think there was going to be that many guys still alive this late in the game.
Yeah, man. Look at this. Pressure plant. You got Grime, you got Airwax over from Solary. Up on that Sky platform, you got Matt and FX Sad. Look at this. FPX Sad, excuse me. They're just chilling, man. They're just farming up as much as they can. Now, don't forget, Airwax as well over from Team Solary. He is a dual qualifier. Their entire roster went through in the, not this upcoming dual qualifier, 2 back. So he's a pretty fierce competitor. He's ready. He's like, Grime, you got me? And Grime's like, yo, we're about to win the whole thing.
Absolutely. Airwalks, I'm a huge fan of what he can do, and not only the solos, but the duos, right? Back at home when he's out there doing his competition. Team Solari is just a great squad, and no, Grime didn't quite realize he could walk into that little lava pool there.
You know, maybe he's just trying to get somewhere fast. You know, it's okay. He just took the 3 damage. Everything's all good. Someone else is close. You saw the guys drop, and look at this. Airwalks calling it out. Lasering, it's Marshawn! And immediately, Airwax using that incredible precision to rip him out of the sky.
So you know who's close. Marshawn does have a teammate, and that's Ninja, who's right above now, putting fire down on both of these guys. Can he be clutch here? Heavy Snipe comes out, takes a little bit of fall damage. Great grenades down there as well. One is going to connect Zeke.
He's got to try and bank them back so they're fracturing as much of the build as possible. But look at this. He's like, honestly, I'm not in a great position. Marshawn's already gone. I just probably need to bail on the entire situation. He's got the launch pad monster, but look at this. They're just keeping him from making decisions, right? Keeping him isolated, making sure he can't leave. They're using so much, too. There's another team from up above!
Oh, this might be it for Ninja as he is now backed against the wall. The wall replacement does happen. Up for the high ground he goes. And Airwalks meets him with the combat to the face. Down goes Ninja and Marshawn Lynch for making the wrong rotation.
I think Ninja might have stayed around a little bit. He probably wanted to try and go for the card because he did have the launch pad, right? He could have just launched that up and out, but at the end of the day, hindsight is 2020. Teamwood here and his dual partner, Josh Hart. Looks like someone's trying to get a little bit cheeky right now.
I love what he's doing here. Tifu is in the pocket right now, really putting up the pressure. He's just got his teammate Josh Hart over safely into distance, putting down fire here so Tifu can get these walls and try and get these shots. That's one. Can he get the second? And he does. Tifu with 4 huge eliminations right now. Zeke, every elimination is worth a point.
That's right.
If I had to guess, he's probably in the lead right now.
That's right. There's only so many points. So we've got Airwax, who has 4 eliminations. Nick A30 and Tifu.
Wow.
Tied with 4. Everyone is popping off. Speaking of Nick A30, you've got Jarvis very close by.
This is so scary.
If they're not careful, they could very easily meet their end here. Look at this. And Mayers, don't forget, Mayers is over here on Jarvis's left. He's ready to respond.
Listen, crowd, let me tell you, Jarvis on the controller is absolutely scary. He is so good. If I'm being honest, Nick is probably lucky Jarvis wanted to back up right here because his shot can punish. No, I am not kidding, guys. This will be a very intense battle if it does pop off, but dude, let's talk about our Elim leaders. Airwalks, World Cup qualifier, Nick A30, the largest, one of the largest on the YouTube community for Fortnite, and Tifu, obviously another staple person in the community. They are leading right now and popping off, and not far behind them is Nick Merckx, guys, with 3 eliminations. So it's going down right here.
Controller gang, if you're here in the building, let me hear you scream for Nick Merckx. You gotta send him your energy. There he is on screen. He sends a shot out over on Grime, and look at this. He wants to get aggressive. Kyle, his duo, is down. But look, Nick has been in these types of situations before. He's been competing all qualifier long. And I mean, he's been a competitive veteran across a multitude of titles.
Yeah, but this is crazy. Look at the map, guys. There are so many players migrating to the Sunny Steps area because this is the center of the next save zone. And unfortunately, Kyle's already gone. If I had to guess, Nick is kind of moving towards what might be the respawn bus, but look at this, just duos everywhere.
He's probably, honestly, not going to get the chance here. You see him right on the other side of Vicstar. Vicstar is here. These are 2 titans of the Fortnite community, and I got to know what is going to unfold right now, because keep in mind, Vicstar is, first of all, Martin Star is gone. But look at his HP. He has not topped back up to 75. Nick, though, he's got that massive HP advantage. Vicstar going to try and use the impulses and make something happen. Look at this.
Oh,
you saw Nick heard it. He's like, yo, there's someone in here. Where are you? I need to shut you down.
Big Star is sitting so still right now.
I'm surprised we can see more of his face.
This is really cat and mouse. And Nick is the cat hunting right now. Big Star's the mouse in the corner. Hidden away in his little tunnel here, but lucky for him, Nick's just, all right, he's gonna keep it calm. He doesn't have a duo. He doesn't know Big Star is by himself, right?
Yeah.
For all he knows, that could be a fresh duo, so playing it nice and safe here, going for placement points right now.
Someone's up above as well, Monster. There is people all the way around Sunny Steps, and the new safe zone is putting us just on top of it. Everyone else on the outside going to start making their way in. Power up on top. Looks like Taver and Brian there has gone down, but Lemonix's duo is ready to respond and get the revive. Tfue and Josh Hart, they are topping themselves off with the campfire. This is really important, right? You want to make sure when you're going into these next rotations that you have as much resources and HP basically to work with heading into these next fights, because that 1 point of HP could absolutely make the difference.
And look at the strat right here. Keeping Josh Hart safe, almost like protect the Prez. Because Josh Hart's in the baller.
this.
Yes, Tfue's on foot. If anyone even looks his way, he's got that heavy sniper. He's going to punish him. Josh Hart just moving on up, getting to that safety zone. He's leaving Tfue behind. Tfue's getting shot up a few times here.
I wonder,
Didn't
so
make it to the geyser,
the baller, I was going to say, he passed by an empty bar. This is huge. Okay, they both got ballers. This means that they can be very aggressive with the rotations or extremely safe. They can go and hide if they need to, build enough time. Just remember, top 15 is the first round of placements, and we're halfway there.
Yep, Tfue already marking the next zone for his teammate. I love that kind of interaction, just letting him know, hey, this is where we got to get to. And talking about places you want to be, that edge, the edge, right? Look at Jarvis here. Jarvis has got 2 eliminations already. He's doing really good.
Look at this. Aiden up on top, doing his best impersonation, rebuilding Tilted Towers on top of Sunny Steps. RIP Tilted. But also, like, what's up, Neil Tilted? I'm about it. 31 players currently in this game. 31 duos, excuse me. 54 players. So check out this safe zone, right? You've got a lot of players already inside on Sunny, but there's even more that are coming in right now because this zone is closing. Another 53 seconds, and then we're going to get a smaller zone to work with.
You see, and normally we kind of hop in right now and just take you guys straight to the action, but this is how intense it is to even make it to these final moments.
Yeah.
Interactions. Shift everything. Okay, but we're looking at the Sunny Steps. Cloak and Dylan Francis still alive, and look who's next to them. It's Tfue and Josh Hart.
Could we see these two go head to head? I want to see this so bad. Look at this Cloak getting maybe a little bit aggressive, trying to scout out. Dylan doing I like what Dylan's doing. He's watching the other side. He's like, all right, they're out there, you're out there, we've got you.
If Cloak aggravates that duo, they have a heavy snipe. The key to open any box. Might be a huge mistake here, but Cloak just peeking around right now. It's so crazy. They don't know how much danger. All of them don't really realize how much danger is all around them in these moments.
I think what's going to be key here as well is that Storm flip. He's got one in his inventory. We saw some recent changes to it. Now, don't forget, these guys also have ballers. We saw Dylan kind of playing decoy a little bit. Look at this. They're just going to rotate out the back. They're like, you know what? Let's get another position. This is just too hot right now. Let's be able to look at this. There's just people all over the place. It's still so dense.
Yep, and this is where everyone puts on the brakes because you don't get any placement for quite some time, right? The way this format works, you have to play nice and slow to make it to these end games. Every elimination is worth a point, but when you're this far into the late game, it's just too risky.
Oh, man, wild card here. Guys, if you're a fan of Tim the Tap Man, let's hear you right now. Send him your energy. He needs it. That's right, crowd. You see, you can tell he's like, yeah, they're cheering for us. That's right, Tim. We love you. Also, happy Father's Day. Quick follow-up there. Now, don't forget, they've got no eliminations, but that's still fine. He's got plenty of time.
You want to know what I observed? They are not together.
They are not.
His teammate is way off on the corner, and they got split up from each other, so that's going to be interesting. RL Grime and Airwalks here. Got to touch base with them down in the player lounge. Grime very just shy. He didn't even want to get on the interview, but Airwalks is all about it. That's what I expect from a World Cup qualifier. Now look at Airwalks leading the push. This is what I love. The pro player saying, follow my lead. Just follow my lead, and bam, yoinks that base right from underneath their feet, and it's his now. He's got some high ground. He did lose his teammate, though, unfortunately, but doesn't matter. Grime builds right up. Now they're at 6 eliminations as a team.
Man, this is really good. So I like that Airwax is going in first. You know, Airwax is so comfortable in these situations. He's always been competing again, a qualifier going to the finals in New York City. So he's like, I'm completely happy to go in first, right?
Yeah.
I'm either going to run into their pro or their other player, and then at that point, it's like a 50-50, right? Do I take the shot? Maybe he goes on the defensive and just creates a little nest like he did here for him and Grime. Really great stuff. I like to see it. Now, this is where things get fun, all right? This next, okay, cool. The next circle, we're going back into Sunny Steps. Okay, over old builds.
Dude, look at that Elam feed. Loser Fruit just picked up 2 more. She's holding it down. She said she would.
Listen, Loser Fruit, in case you don't know, she is an absolute slayer. She was part of the Llama Record Company yesterday. They won her. We got Jordan Fisher, Courage AD, and Lester, the golden ticket winner. And at the end, the team collectively said Loser Fruit was the person that held off squads by herself. She was the reason we won this entire thing.
That's right.
That's what Courage JD said. I'm just repeating what Courage said.
Hey, I mean, if Courage is to be that humble, then you have to agree and appreciate that response. But Airwalk still has that sniper. He's putting down some shots. Didn't quite connect right there. They're hunting. This World Cup qualifier is on the hunt right now, traveling from across the world, really. Oh, takes up a launch pad. That's the death trap for all these players back here. Takes out another launch pad. They're putting down pressure. No one's safe now. That's one Elam right there. Can he get a second? That is going to get followed up. He takes out a World Cup qualifier. Bucky goes down.
The action is insane.
Another one.
Watch his elimination feed in the top left. You've seen not only Airwax and Grime eliminate people left and right, but Tifu as well. He's on 6 Elams. Airwax is on 7. Nick Merckx and Nick A30 are both in this, tied with 5 eliminations. There are still so many players left to be cleaned up, and we're finally getting down nearer and nearer to top 15. Just think about that, Monster. This is the first game and we're not even in top 15 yet.
No one's gotten placement, guys. Top 15 duo is going to get them placement. There are 20 teams remaining in this game. That means there are loads of people that are solo at this point, already lost their teammate, like Gotaga up top, sitting there by himself right now. Airwalks does have another player knocked right by him. Grime is also very weak right now, so they're in a little 2v2 scuffle in that close quarter right there. This is just a nice little aerial view of everything that's going on the edge of the map. All of your favorite players. Symphony's still in it.
Oh, man.
Lucelka is still in it.
Monster, you know what time it is. It's just about time for that moving circle. We get a nice view at Nick A30. What's going on with him?
He knocked Josh Hart.
Yep.
So Tifu lost his teammate.
But this is Tifu we're talking about. He can clutch up things. Now look, Nick is out of materials. 6 eliminations and only a single magazine left in the AR, but plenty of slugs in that combat shotgun. He's going to look and try and navigate these and catch players off guard if he can, because he desperately needs materials. A player behind, 102 to the face, that's Cody Walker. He is down.
Nick cannot build right here, Zeke. He's looking for
Cody Walker went down, but he's so far away, and Nick gets traded out by Cyber PK. Oh my friend! Tifu here with 7 eliminations and materials galore. Ammo, he's got it all, but so does Airwax. These two, and Cloak and Dylan Francis are still in this. Jarvis as well. So many massive names. Aiden here too. Symphony. Muse out. There's so many names. Juju getting dropped. And look, Tifu goes down. Airwax took him down.
Airwalks is on 10 eliminations. He took out Tifu, took out Juju, and he's still going. He's got the high ground. 900 materials. Someone is behind him. What's he gonna do? Just builds up right now, trying to find a little moment to kind of gather himself, right? Catch back up. And off he goes. He's got shadow bombs. Is he gonna start rotating?
He's got to go perfect.
Out.
That's right. Let everyone else battle it out. Just ignore them all. You're one duel away. Cloak and Aiden both go down. They go down the crossfire. It's a free-for-all right now, just like you said.
Oh my, can he get this one right here? That's huge. Finds another one. He's at 11 eliminations. He finds someone else in the zone. That's another top 4
situation. That was Lachlan. He shuts him down. Right now, Airwalks is in such a commanding and powerful position up on the high ground. And don't forget, this storm flip is just eating this entire zone. There's only so much space these players can work with. He's just waiting for a full sentence. Symphony, he shuts him down. It's a 1v1. Who is the other player that's left? Oh! Here it is. He's gonna go with the X.
Oh! Airwalks with the 14 elimination victory for the first game here, Zeke. That is why he's a World Cup qualifier, representing from across the sea.
Airwax, a 14 elimination victory royale, 24 points, and here are those final moments. Symphony cracks Bell, takes him down, and look, Patriot is just on the other side of the wall. He's got to be careful as to how he's navigating. And look at this, Airwax is already on that power position. He's waiting, he's saying rotate. Don't forget, he waited that half second to make sure Symphony felt confident. And then look at this, it was just about textbook closing up the victory royale. Honestly, I thought he was going to try and land for the pickaxe.
Dude,
my heart of hearts, I was like, please don't do this person like that. Don't do it.
It was so close, man. Nonetheless, what a grand finale that was, just for that single game. And let's give some credit to his duo. Let's give some credit because his duo, RL Grime, also had 2 eliminations. That was his 16 elims off of just that alone.
Yeah, so don't forget, even though his teammate only had the 2 eliminations, this is a cooperative effort, right?
Yes.
Grime could have been sending shots in, and it's just Airwax that actually cleans up the elimination. So, still though, my goodness, how I don't even. First of all, mad props on the dabs, not as good as the micro dab, but still, it's still pretty good. What an incredible first game. That was just the first game of the Pro-Am.
This is the Pro-Am. All right, it's going down.
I'm losing my voice.
That was great.
I'm losing my voice. That's what's just going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to have no voice. Now, you guys in the audience here in the LA Forum, what'd you think of that first game? That's what I'm talking about. What an incredible game there. We saw Tfue, Cloak, Aiden, Dylan Francis, Symphony, these power
Nick
players.
830 versus Cypher PK. Nick had no mats. That was crazy.
Oh my gosh, dude. 3 more games like this. My heart can't take it. I can't. But we're gonna push through. We're gonna push through. What an insane game. Don't forget to use that hashtag Summer Block Party. Send us your favorite moments. Tell us how you're enjoying this crazy event. It's so much fun. Dr. Luba put it best. I believe what he said. It comes once a year. Ninja said it best. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Ninja said it best.
That was the interview I had with him. I remember.
This kind of event only comes around once a year. You really just got to embrace it, soak it all up. And this is what happens when you put competitive players with, you know, some big profile celebs, man. Anything can kind of go down. We saw at the end there, it turned into a good old-fashioned solo, though, too, right?
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
like, all right, celebs, you guys hold it down. Wait, it's time to get serious. And it started really punching to the metal right there.
I feel like it's always going to be like that because, like, you got to think if you're like someone like Tfue, right? You're like, okay, I've been playing these qualifiers. Like, I have a set competitive way of playing. You're like, I'm going to relax. And you see, like, a guy, like, one by one a certain way, like, faster than everyone else. You're like,
You know, it would
that
be
Cloaksy?
It would be impressive if we can get a serious duo to just kind of stomp all the way through. So, you know, give a little extra shout out to whoever can pull that one through.
Yeah, for sure. Now, of course, we've got to send it down to an interview with our winners, Airwax. So we're going to send it right now and over.
Hey Zeke, thank you so much. I am down here with Airwalk and RL Grime, our first winners today out of 4 games. You guys performed exceptionally well. That many eliminations, I don't think any of us thought that we would see it today. Can you walk us through what it was like during that game?
It was easy. It was easy. It's simple as that. I don't know if it was 50 pros and 50 amateurs, but I only saw 98 bots.
Whoa, we got some fighting words already. Amazing job, though. So, RL Grime, one question. What is it like performing music around the world versus performing here and competing on this stage?
Yeah, it's very different. It's nice having a teammate to help you up there. And luckily, my teammate's a beast, so yeah.
Yeah, your teammate is a beast. Well, good luck, you two, going forward. I'm really looking forward to see how well you do in the next 3 games. Thank you guys so much. Back to the casters.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kitty Plays. Man, Airwax is putting in so much work there. And Grime as well. These guys are a fearsome competitor.
Listen, Grime makes music. He might just have to write himself a little symphony of what went down here today for Airwalks because, Man, that guy's he's a person, that's for sure. 98 bots?
90, that's
a personality.
That's
right
aggressive. All right, that's aggressive way. But don't forget, in the interview we had, I was like, hey, you know, like, is there another duo you look at? And I always do this, like, toss out the, like, are you guys the best? You're like, ha, you're the best. He's like, no, I'm the best. I'm Airwax. And I was like, okay. You won first game with, like, 16 elims as a duo. So, okay, all right, I like to see it.
Yeah, and, you know, talk about things you like to see. Let's go ahead and send it down to Sundown, who's got, you know, a little breakdown of some of the things that went down today.
Thank you so much, Monster and Zeke. And I actually had an opportunity to chat with Airwalks and RL Grime right before us. And they were like, you know, I don't really feel like doing interviews that much, but if we win a game, maybe. And then, boom, right out of the gate, Airwax said, I'm going to win the Pro-Am. I'm going to win the World Cup. It doesn't matter what it is. But now let's take a look into what happened in the last game and a little bit of the action. So first, we're going to hop on board here with Tfue, see what's up, takes that TAC AR, and then just right away rips Gray apart. Brilliant shots there, and on board with what ended up being our Victor Royales. You can see Airwalks taking great shots to the sky. RL Grime throwing some shots over, and that was Marshawn Lynch. You can immediately see how Airwalks checks above him where those shots are, knowing that Ninja is lurking and around in there. The shots come down. They both make sure they box up, but from a combined effort with Grime throwing down shots with the AR and then able to take it away, Tfue putting pressure down with that tactical shotgun, what he does best, picking up Do Young Kim, and then Nick A30 going to work, showing off the accuracy of the tactical AR at range. Just brilliant to pick that one up and getting the full elimination onto Xavier Woods. And then Pipe Punk showing off that sniper rifle, the semi-automatic. It gets a lot of error, but Valkyrie caught that one. Yeah, give him a little bit of PogChamp up there. And also, you know, they said Airwalks put in the work, but RL Grime put in the work here, saying, my song for your Adams, well, how about for my builds? Getting a nice little double ramp up, one by one-ing himself out, and editing down and reset. I see you putting on some work there on the side, but brilliantly done. Game one was fantastic, some great moments, but we're gonna throw it back up to the casters at the desk. Monster and Zeke, take it away, gents.
Thank you so much, Sundown. We are back there. Good to see Courage AD looking so good. Dr. Lupa and Jordan Fisher. And don't forget, we've got 3 more games on deck. We're getting ready to head back into the next one. Of course, everyone's reboarding the battle bus. That's the way it works. But really quickly, before we hop into this next game, let's take a peek at the standings. I'm curious to see how things are shaking out for these players. Because Grime and Airwax, I mean,
no
that
surprise.
lead.
Absolutely no surprise there. Airwax way up at the top. But hey, look at through 2nd through 10th. Cloak and Dylan Francis, Tfue, Josh Hart, Aiden Lost King, Symphony. Did we expect anything different? Nick A30's up there at 8th place. This is awesome for them. They're still in top 10. This is anyone's ball game.
That's right, and it only, you know, this is just the first game. Even if you were eliminated 100th, excuse me, it's not that big a deal. You got 3 more games to show up. You just need a game like this, where you get 26 points, and here we jump to page number 2, more names. Don't forget, everyone's going to get a little bit of that pie for charity. So many big names, so many more games to hop into, and of course, I cannot wait to get back into the action.
So this is a good question. Are you guys ready for game 2?
I feel like everyone fell asleep or something. You want to try that again?
You want to wake them up again? Is anyone ready for game 2? There we go.
That's what we're talking about, Fortnite fam. You saw top 5. You know how insane these next few games are gonna be. Let's hear it one more time for all the players playing in the Pro, and make some noise! And here we go, Monster. 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched, and we're coming in over Gus, heading by to Snobby Shores. Almost a perfect cut down the center of the map, and yet again, you get to see all the players' perspectives, see how they're zoned in right now. They want to try and get some of this charity money. They want to be the best among their peers. They want to say we for the Pro-Am champions.
Yeah, not only that, you take home a sweet, sweet trophy. Remember, there's only 2.
That's right. Well, now, so there's 4 in the world, and Ninja and Marshmallow took last year away.
Oh, yeah, they already own those.
So, you mean, if you're like Ninja, I'm thinking, I want to try it. I'd like a second gold pickaxe, you know, then I have 2, and then I can kind of dual wield them.
100%.
I hear some people chanting, "Let's go Ninja." That's what I'm talking about. Of course, of course. But here we go. These players are making their descent. Now the question would be, are they going to swap things up? You think they're maybe thinking, I've got, you know, Tfue landing with me, maybe I go somewhere else? You think just stay the course? What do you think?
No, absolutely. I think my rule of thumb is if you land in game 1 and you get just taken out, maybe give it another game. But if it doesn't work a second time, man, it is time to get out of there. As Brendan Urie takes out Justin Jones.
Wow. And Courage JD shuts down Valkyrie right out of the game.
Listen,
Xavier Woods as well is down.
We just talked about losing in the early game. Nick A30 had so many eliminations last time. This is why. If you land Fatal Fields, he's ready to bring it to you. And it looks like he's got himself a flint knocking. Xavier Woods, man, all that smack talking. Him and Royalistic are not doing so hot, unfortunately.
Well, this is Nick A30 we're talking about. Pretty fearsome. Pretty fearsome here, but over on the other side, Courage JD, Brendan Urie. We saw Courage eliminate Valkyrie. She's been gone. That's it. Back in the lobby, waiting for that next bus.
That's right. And Brendan took out someone else there. It was Justin Jones. But over on your right-hand side, guys, here's the format. Don't forget, 15th. So get them a couple points. That's a long way out, up to 10th, and then 5th as a duo.